Heyho friends, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you my PVE build of Majek Doram. 2 years ago, I made a video of physical Doram, and since then some people have been asking for Majek PVE build. Majek Doram's main DPS skill is based on neutral damage, which doesn't have any element advantages. Nevertheless, the build has another advantages such as its own crit rate, crit damage, and neutral damage boost from equipment and skills. Can this build compete with another PvE classes? Let's find out together. But before we start, don't forget to show some love, like and subscribes. Alright, let's do this! First of all, I'm going to show you how the stats should be distributed and which attributes are important for instances. Int is your basic stats to boost your magic attack, so max this out. Luck improves your magic crit damage when you use magic crit damage equipments and cards like Shell Shepherd Star card and Encomnious Back Headgear, so max this out too. Put the remaining points to AG to improve the trigger rate of 50% more damage for Kiwi's Stock Gun, Doram's second DPS skill. You can also put the remaining points to Fit for survivability or Dex to boost your skill damage if you use the Nubia card. For legend instances, you need following requirements. And in the following you can see all my stats and attributes. Now I'm going to show you my skill distribution and explain to you some of the skills. Soul Beat improves your max HP and SP. Kiwi's Stalk Gun is the basic skill of Con Gatling, your second DPS skill, dealing earth magic damage to your enemies. Catnip Meteor is your main DPS skill, dealing high frequency neutral magic damage to enemies within 3 meters area. Using Flying Frisbee rune allows you to use the skill Cat Flying Saucer Bombardment, an UFO that deals up to 80% of Catnip Meteor. Oceanic Power is a nice passive skill that increases your healing bonus, damage reduction, and magic damage reduction. Catmin Powder is an area debuff that allows enemies to have less movement speed, attack, and magic attack. Additionally, your Catnip Meteor will deal 25% more damage to enemies in this area. Earth Power permanently increases your int and magic attack. Meow improves both your magic damage increase and movement speed. Vegetable Friend increases the damage of Summoner, including your Con Gatling and your UFO. Meow Grass reduces enemies' defense, magic defense, damage reduction, and magic damage reduction in the debuff area. Earth Soul is a very important passive, improving magic skills including Kiwi and Catnip Meteor. Dried Lifesaver Fish is your anti-fatal skill, granting immunity to death for 8 seconds. In this section you can find the skill Cat Flying Saucer Bombardment and Con Gatling. For the fourth job, you can max out all the skills. In the following you can see which skills you need to prioritize for a magic build. Concentric Earth improves your vegetable magic skills, allowing them to deal magic crit damage of 150% that can be improved by luck. In general, the skill can be activated after 5 seconds without you taking any damage, but the requirement can be changed with tier 5 of Magic Doram exclusive weapon. Natural Rage shortens the attack interval of your summons by 40% and increases their damage by 25%. This is my equipment overview of main and shadow equipments. To boost your damage, you can use Divine Revelation as your offhand. Try to get Insight as high as possible for your Encha. In case you still need Ignore Magic Defense, you can use Demon Hunter's Trophy. For offhand, you can use Alista, Torsol, or following card. For armor, I currently use Demon Hunter's Determination to boost my Magic Penetration and Ignore Magic Defense. Alternatively, you can use Soul Cage or Divine Guidance. Try to get Cast Ink 304 or High In or Luck. For cards, you can use following cards. For Garment, I choose Classical Robe to boost both my Ignore Magic Defense and skill damage with Arcane as Encha. Zenobia, Moonwolf, or following card can be used in Garment to boost your damage. I use these shoes to boost my magic attack and penetration. Alternatively, you can use Tristan's Grace or Fate Judgment. Try to get High Arcane as Encha. There are some good cards for shoes like Moonistar, Edgar Star, or Flute Star. As low budget alternatives, you can use Water Spirit or Familiar Star card. 4-leaf clover necklace is the best and the only accessories you should use for magic build. This accessory increases the multiplier of Catnip Meteor by up to 130%, which is very high, especially if you use 2 of them. You need to get Anti-Mage 304 for your Encha to boost your magic penetration. Moonlight Tendristar is a nice option for accessories. If you can get Devil Governor or Witch card, use them. Magical Yellow Fox Crest is the best weapon you should use for magic DPS build. The weapon increases your neutral and earth element damage and your magic damage. Additionally, the damage of Catnip Meteor can be increased for each refinement. Activate tier 5 to automatically trigger Catmint Powder and to improve your crit damage. In addition, the requirement of Concentric Earth is changed to fit the situation better, which allows you to trigger the skill without waiting for 5 seconds. Try to get Cast Ink 304 or High In or Luck in your weapon Encha. For cards, you can either use double Shell Shepherd Star cards or Shell Shepherd Star card in combination with damage related cards such as Abyss Mark Knight Star card. For headgear, Music of Soul is the best headgear against large monsters. Alternatively, you can use following headgear. Try to get High In or Luck in your Encha. For cards, you can use following cards or any magic penetration or magic damage related cards. Currently, I use Winter Crown to boost my skill damage. Other face headgear that are useful are as follow. For Encha, you can go with Insight 3 or 4. Ocean's Attachment is one of the best move headgear for PVE. You need to get at least +6 to maximize the damage bonus from this one. You can use Lightfoot, Honey Bunny, or any magic penetration or magic damage related move headgear alternatively. Luck is the best Encha for this one. For back, I use Encomias to improve my magic crit rate. Otherwise, you can use damage related back headgear such as followings. For Encha, you can go with Insight 3 or 4. For tail, you can use any damage related tail headgear such as It's Too Late, Rock Bunny, or Beautiful Ensemble. Try to get Arcane as high as possible to boost your damage. For shadow equipments, you can use following equipments. The Encha should be the same like the one for main equipments. For offhand, I recommend you to use Creeper Agreement. Alternatively, you can use Peak Platter in case you have enough Ignore Magic Defense already. For armor, you can use Muse Soul to improve your damage or Blessing for survivability. For garment, I choose Divine Feather Clothes to improve my Ignore Magic defense and skill damage. I use Saint Mary's because the shoes are good shoes overall for both physical and magic user. Alternatively, you can use White Gem Boots to boost your damage. For accessories, you can use Red Rose to boost your magic attack, Ring of Radiance for magic attack and Ignore Magic defense, or Sage Duty for magic penetration and Ignore Magic defense. For the attack mirror, you can use either Bilge's Armor or Following. For the defense mirror, you can use anything you desire. For the relic, I recommend you to use Horn of the Unyielding for better survivability, or Load of Pain to boost your damage through magic penetration and higher element coefficient. For the attribute runes, you can put yours as shown below. Crazy Tree rune increases the damage of Kiwi Stalk Gun by up to 20%. Meteor Strike rune improves your Catnip Meteor skill cooldown and delay. Both lines are important for your DPS. Menta Growth rune improves both Catbean Powder and Meow Grass, but focus only to get high second line to boost your damage. Earth Revival rune increases the crit damage of your Earth Concentric. Try to get high first line. Flying Frisbee rune grants you the skill UFO, which is based on Catnip Meteor. You can summon up to 2 UFOs by activating the third line. The skill can be improved even more by using Moving Bombardment rune. All 3 lines are important, but you should focus on getting the third line first and then try to get high first line. For Arcane runes, I recommend you to use following runes. Use White Blade rune to boost your damage against solo enemy. Transmission rune can improve your damage against targets that are more than 6 meters away. War Preparedness rune is a nice one to improve your survivability. With this rune and Doram's damage reduction skills, he can survive the damage he receives better. For AC runes, you can like on all the rune points with guild contributions. In the following, you can see all attributes you can get from AC runes. Prioritize to get important related attributes such as Neutral, Earth Damage, and Ignore Magic defense. Also focus to get skill runes such as Followings. In the following, you can see my recommendation of equipment memories. In the following, you can see the list of pro and contra of using Magic Doram for PVE. That's it, that was my PVE build of Magic Doram. In my opinion, this class is definitely worth it to try and can compete with some of PVE classes. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Feel free to ask and give comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. See you soon, your FLyTuT.